We are now in the north of Tehran, which is called Darband area. And to my left, we have Darband Mountains and then Darband Channel. The water in Darband Channel is originated from the mountains, and it almost have water throughout the year. You can also see this sign, this board, which is belonging to the Tehran municipality, and it's actually the sign issued from Tehran Disaster Mitigation and Management Organization. It actually early warns people about the climate situation within Darband Mountains. If it's quite of rainy, or if we have a lot of snow, or there is a possibility of floods occurring, then it will warn people not to ride up to the mountains or climb the mountains. So let's go up towards the mountains and see what's going on there. Now we are around 500 meters at the upstream area of where we were in Darband area, and we're going to walk along this path. Usually cars are not allowed to move, and we can just walk and hike upwards. So let's walk along the path with its wonderful view and a recreational atmosphere full of colorful restaurants serving delicious cuisine for people visiting the area all around the year, but particularly in summer and spring. But still we have a lot of people at this time of the year, which is autumn. Our aim of this plan actually is to familiarize you with the river and citizens and how they interact with each other. Let's go up. What you can see in front of me on the right side are actually delicious dried fruits which are sold, and visitors usually buy them. They're actually a kind of snacks which are called lavashak. They also sell pickles for lunch and for dinner, but these things which you see in front of me are dried fruit, different fruits, like strawberries, like pears, like apples, and various kind of fruits, which are actually mixed with a kind of sour sauce. Okay, let's go. What you can see here is a barbecue, a kind of barbecue, which usually starts cooking kebabs during lunchtime and dinner time. And in Farsi, this is what we have on the sign is that you can eat kebab here, delicious kebab with fresh hot bread. And you can see that this restaurant is just besides the river, and its barbecue is actually within the area of the river. So let's now get closer to some restaurants like this one, which have placed their barbecues besides or even inside the river, trying to attract more and more people without paying attention to the potential threat of flash floods in such a steep slope and how dangerous their activities could be. Here we have the barbecue just besides or on the river, but in some sites I will show you that they have even placed their barbecues inside the riverbed. Okay, let's go and see what's going on at the upstream area.
You can see how restaurants are located besides the river, and they have expanded their area to several floors both sides of the river banks. Actually, they are located in flash flood-prone areas.
However, the concerned municipalities in charge of rivers have installed their signs here all over the way. You can see it all over the way, warning people and visitors on the risks during flood conditions. I would also like to add something about implementing an urban flood warning system for Tehran upland basins that is under study phase.
As you could easily see, the area is mainly designed for recreational facilities, providing families with a pleasant weather and atmosphere for hiking and picnicking in the highest part of Tehran city. Let's now get closer to some restaurants which have placed their barbecues besides or even inside the river, trying to attract more and more people without paying attention to the potential threat of flash floods in such a steep slope and how dangerous their activities could be. Darband area and its river is considered as an attractive recreational area in Tehran with its fresh and moderate weather during summer time. But unfortunately, as you can see, due to changes in the river floodplain made by urbanization and river encroachment and changes made by humans to the surrounding environment, flash floods which may happen at any time without early awareness could bring up terrible consequences for the cities home to the rivers.
Okay, it's quite cold, so that's the reason I'm rubbing my hands to get a little bit warmer. Another measure for river restoration may be removal of solid waste as well as wastewater discharging directly into the river through pipes. You can see actually these pipes which are discharging their waste into the river. In other words, some local waste treatment plants could be an effective solution for improving the water quality as the main objective of the river restoration. We believe sooner or later this should be done, since without such measures, the river restoration process could not be launched. In addition to the wastewater disposed directly into the river, which we saw at the previous site, and it's actually illegal and forbidden, but restaurants are doing that. We have the main pipeline here installed by the water and wastewater company, disposing wastewater collected from restaurants and domestic areas and residential areas, disposing wastewater towards the sewage network, which is actually a standard and a logical way of disposing wastewater. So people during lunchtime and dinner time sit on these benches and chairs and enjoy themselves, of course illegally, because what they do at the same time, they dispose their waste. So just now you could see someone disposed a bottle inside the river, and they also do not have the right to do this, but unfortunately this happens. This field visit actually teaches us that we can be near an urban area and enjoy it at the same time, as long as we are aware of probable flood risks, as well as conserving the river that requires awareness raising among residents and tourists.